All right, just want to do a quick little video recording. I promise this won't take long. Hopefully not more than 5 to 10 minutes, but I don't know why more people don't bring more attention to this. Since nobody else is going to do it, Trey will. But I don't understand how ESPN continues to allow Sean Allen to run their fantasy hockey content. It's so fucking unbelievable. And I'd go as far as to say that he is maybe the dumbest person that has a job in sports. It's laughable. I don't know what ESPN pays this fucking guy, but whatever it is, it's way too much. He should be fired immediately. And the fact that nobody talks about how insane this fucking guy is continues to be one of the most laughable things in sports media going on right now. And I will continue to humiliate this guy. And I don't give a fuck about how mean or how insensitive you say all those words. That's fine. Oh, Trey, why do you continue to rip this guy? I don't know, because this guy fucking is the dumbest person in sports media. And considering he works at ESPN, he probably makes more than $100,000 a year, which there's school teachers out there working way harder than that fucking piece of shit. But anyway, let's just get into it. I promise this won't take long. So I saw this the other day. Let's just go right to the ESPN website. I saw this the other day. You know what? Let's show off my team first. What do you know? We are 2-0 to start the season. Kicking ass again. That's weird, isn't it? That's weird. Anyway, this is the team that I ended up with. I don't know if I ever showed this, but this is what we got going on right now. Not the point of the story. Let's go to, so when you close out the app, right? When you close out the app, sometimes it'll reset. It'll take you to home screen when you're on the app, right? And sometimes these articles will pop up on the ESPN Fantasy app. I saw this one the other day. Where was it? Where was it? Yeah, it's okay. It was this one. So it was a few days ago. I'm just starting to record it now. I saw this one the other day. Hot starts, goalie trends, and it was a picture of Paul Cotter. And you could say, Trey, nobody's forcing you to click it. Well, I'm a Vegas fan, and I wanted to see what he's going to say about Paul Cotter. So Paul Cotter, by the way, has nothing to do with this conversation. I still like the trade for Vegas. I'm happy with Alexander Holtz. Another story for another day. But I saw this article. I just wanted to see what he was going to say about Paul Cotter. And you could say, who? Hey, blame yourself for clicking it. Fine. By all means. But is anybody going to talk about how fucking stupid this guy is? Let's go to what we really want to talk about. Droppables. Hold on. This is what I wanted to get to. Frank Vatrano, rostered in 94% of leagues. The youth movement is in full effect with 15.31 of ice time per game. Vatrano will be hard-pressed to do much for fantasy teams this season. Timeout. Can we take a timeout for 1 second? This motherfucker ranked Frank Vatrano inside the top 30. No, you don't get to do that, buddy. No, you don't get to sit there 5 games in and say, you know what, you should cut the 30th overall pick. Let's go what needs to be shared. Because once again, this piece of shit, Sean Allen, he's the dumbest guy that does this shit. By the way, here you go. Cheese list Ford's fantasy hockey. Here we go. Let's just play it. Replay. First name on the list is Frank Vatrano. Why the fuck is anybody taking Frank Vatrano inside the top 35 picks? That's Can we go up 3 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago. Hold on. Why didn't more people watch this? Anyway, Frank Vatrano should not, under any circumstance, be a top 31 pick. That's nuts. That's insane. Let's just pull up Vatrano's numbers, right? So if we just pull up Vatrano's numbers, he had a career high, 60 points. By the way, he's never had 60 points in any other season. He's never even had 50 points in any other season. Why the fuck? Like this Sean Allen guy, he's so fucking Riri. Why the fuck am I passing on any of these guys for Vatrano? Like, let's go deep. Let's go deep here. Let's go deep. Why would I pass on Clayton Keller for Vatrano? Like, let's just rent. Why would I pass on Stützle for Frank Vatrano? Keep going. Why would I pass on Fiala for Vatrano? That's insane. He shouldn't even be in the top 100. Like, what the fuck are you smoking, Sean Allen? He had 60 points last year. And even his projection of 58 points. Okay, maybe he gets 58 points. But that's not a top 31 pick. Don't pick Frank Vatrano. Like, do not do that. I don't know who needs to hear that, but don't pick Frank Vatrano. That will totally kill your season. Like, that's it. If you pull the trigger on Frank Vatrano at this spot, you're brain dead. Don't do that. Like, just do not, under any circumstance, do that. Do I even need to say anything else? Why the fuck does ESPN, why do you employ this piece of shit? He knows nothing. He knows absolutely nothing. This guy ranked Frank Vatrano 31st overall in fantasy hockey. 31st. How many games have the Anaheim Ducks played, by the way? Let's go to Frank Vatrano. Hold on. Let's go to Frank Vatrano. And by the way, that article is a couple days old. 7, 8 days old. Let's go to Frank Vatrano quick. So hold on. So he's played 5 games. He's got 2 assists in 5 games, which, by the way, 2 assists in 5 games. Maybe he scores a couple goals. Maybe he'll hit the 58-point projection that Sean Allen gave him. But again, why the fuck did you rank him 31st? So again, if you told me he was going to have 2 assists in 5 games and do this, I would have said that sounds about right. But Sean Allen is now telling you to cut him. He's telling you right here, you should cut the guy that I ranked 31st. By the way, I ain't making this shit up. Let's go back to his projections. Sean Allen, he's in charge. Oh, did he change these? He did. He did change these already. He did. No, wait. Did he change them? Yes, they have been changed. These rankings have already been changed. Interesting. Is he still here though? Oh, so now he's ranked 30th actually. So he kind of made some tweaks, it looks like. Okay. So anyway, even with some slight adjustments here, it looks like. All right, actually, you know what? This might be what it was. I don't know if he switched these around or not. Maybe the new pictures are throwing me off. This might be about right from what he had before the year. Anyway, I ain't making this up. I showed you the projections. Sean Allen is in charge of fantasy hockey at ESPN. This motherfucker ranked him 30th among all skaters. 30th. How do you do that? Do I even need to say anything? This is the truth. If you are not watching / reading my fantasy hockey content, you are doing yourself a huge disservice. If you listen to anything that Sean Allen guy fucking says, you are hurting yourself. There's nothing else that needs to be said. This motherfucker really put Frank Vatrano in his top 30 picks and then 5 games in told you to cut him. But he's brilliant. And Trey, you're being irrational for criticizing ESPN fantasy hockey rankings. How could you say all these horrible things about Sean Allen? Just showed you why. So again, this fucking guy, Sean Allen, he is the biggest brain dead dope that does this I mean, I can't find a guy dumber. And listen, Trey, you know that saying of, I just wrote this article today, a different article. Jack of all trades, master of none. I'm the master of all. I think whoever said that fucking phrase, I don't agree with him. I'm going to dominate all the fucking industries. NBA, NHL, MLB, NFL, college football, fantasy. I'll dominate all of them. Gaming, I'll dominate all of them. This guy, Sean Allen, can't hold a fucking candle to what I can do fantasy hockey wise. It's a goddamn shame that ESPN hasn't called me to run their fantasy hockey rankings. And by the way, these other hockey channels, name whoever you want, it's crazy that they haven't called me, because I could fix their I could create the most comprehensive fantasy hockey guide that would be fail proof, no question about it. And especially if you draft on ESPN, you would win every fucking time, which I have. So we've gone long enough. Just want to point this out. Is anybody going to bring attention to the fact that that piece of shit, Sean Allen, he did it again? Bravo. Can we give him a bravo for being the dumbest guy in sports media? Way to go, buddy. Way to go.